driving into the future, autonomous vehicles, and smart mobility. Imagine a world where your car doesn't need you to drive, where traffic lights communicate with vehicles, where accidents are nearly extinct, and your pizza gets delivered by a driverless drone. Sounds like science fiction? Well, welcome to the future of mobility. So, what exactly are autonomous vehicles? Autonomous vehicles aren't just futuristic fantasy, they're real-world marvels teaching themselves how to drive, following road rules better than your strictest driving instructor. First, how do they see the world? Imagine giving your car superpowers. Eyes of an eagle. High-resolution cameras spot road signs, traffic lights, and that random squirrel crossing the street. Ears of a bat. Radar. Radar systems hear moving objects like other cars, and cyclists see even when it's foggy. Next, X-ray vision. Almost LiDAR sends out lasers to build a 3D map around a car so it knows exactly where it is. All that data zooms into the car's AI brain, which makes split-second decisions faster than your cousin deciding what to eat at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Top innovators like Tesla and Cruise are sprinting towards a future where these intelligent vehicles share every street with us. A few cities have already welcomed them, quietly transforming daily commutes. Think of autonomous cars as sous chefs in a top kitchen working under the AI head chef. They're still refining their recipes, but when they serve the dish perfectly, it's a 5-star experience. Of course, not every car earns 5 stars right away. Some are still stuck reheating microwave dinners. Like food critics rating dishes, autonomous vehicles are judged as they improve, going from basic to 5-star. Alright, how smart are these cars? Let's break down the 6 levels of autonomy. Not all autonomous vehicles are created equal. In fact, the Society of Automotive Engineers (SAE) defines 6 levels of driving automation, ranging from level 0 to level 5. Each level represents a step in the journey from full human control to full machine autonomy. Machine autonomy level 0. No automation at level 0. We're still in the hands of the human driver for everything. The vehicle is a traditional car with no assistance systems in place. However, the vehicle may offer basic alerts, like a lane departure warning or a forward collision warning, which can give drivers a little extra peace of mind. Even though there's no automation here, some modern vehicles still have basic features like parking sensors or blind spot alerts, which can make driving a little easier, but they don't take over any control. Level 1. Driver Assistance. Level 1 is where the car begins to lend a hand, but the driver still has to stay in control at all times. This might include systems like adaptive cruise control or lane keeping assist. These systems take over either steering or acceleration, braking, but never both at once. Think of this as the vehicle providing support, not replacing the driver. For instance, adaptive cruise control helps maintain a safe distance from the car in front of you by automatically adjusting the car's speed. However, you're still required to monitor and steer. Level 2. Partial Automation. Now we're starting to see some more sophisticated systems. At Level 2, the car can handle both steering and acceleration, deceleration under specific conditions like highway driving. This is where the systems like Tesla's Autopilot and GM's Super Cruise come in. Despite the name, Tesla's Autopilot doesn't mean the car is fully autonomous. You still need to be alert and ready to take control, even if the car is managing both steering and speed. Level 3. Conditional Automation. Level 3 is where things get really exciting. At this stage, the car can handle all aspects of driving in certain conditions like on highways or in specific geofenced areas. The car takes full control, but the driver must be ready to take over if the system asks. This is where we see the potential of true autonomous driving in the near future, with cars like Audi's Traffic Jam Pilot and Honda's upcoming systems. While the car is in control, drivers still need to stay alert. If the system detects a situation it can't handle, like a tricky intersection or sudden weather change, it will prompt the driver to take over. Level 4. High Automation. Level 4 is where the dream of fully autonomous vehicles starts to materialize. At this level, the vehicle can operate without any human input, no steering, no acceleration, and no brakes within specific environments. This could mean a geofenced area, like a city or a designated route, where the car is designed to operate perfectly on its own. A leading tech company is already operating fully autonomous Level 4 robotaxis in parts of Phoenix, Arizona. No driver is needed for the car to navigate the streets, but the area is limited to ensure the vehicle can operate safely. Level 5 Full Automation. And then we have Level 5, the pinnacle of autonomy. Here, the vehicle can drive itself anywhere, in any conditions, urban streets, highways, even in poor weather. No human input is needed at all. No steering wheel, no pedals. The car is the driver. At Level 5, the car could theoretically drive through a blizzard or navigate dense city traffic without breaking a sweat. Since no human intervention is required, this opens up a world of possibilities, from seamless transportation to new approaches in urban planning and mobility. As we've explored, our journey through the levels of autonomous driving reveals a rapid shift from human control to machine intelligence, culminating in the groundbreaking potential of fully driverless vehicles. But this is just the beginning. The road ahead is full of remarkable advancements, and the journey to complete autonomy will reshape everything we know about transportation. The evolution of autonomous vehicles is nothing short of revolutionary, but smart mobility isn't just about the car itself. The road to autonomy opens doors to a broader, interconnected transportation ecosystem that goes far beyond the driver's seat. In the upcoming sections, we'll explore how each level is transforming not just the technology, but the very way we live, move, and think about the future. Buckle up, the future of driving is closer than you think. 3. Okay, now let's zoom out a bit. Because smart mobility goes way beyond just vehicles. But here's where it gets even better. Autonomous vehicles are just one part of a much bigger picture. Enter smart mobility. Imagine a world where everything in the city is connected and talking to each other in real time. Your car doesn't just drive itself. It communicates with traffic lights to avoid congestion and get you through intersections faster. Your smartwatch can even tell the bus that you're on your way, so it waits for you at the stop. And that parking garage you've been driving around in circles looking for a spot? It sends you a notification saying, "Hey, spot number 17 just opened up, right around the corner." Now imagine this, you finish work and your day's already planned out for you. Your AI assistant has figured out the quickest, least congested route to your home, called an autonomous shuttle to pick you up, and even since your arrival time with your gym class. Oh, and that last mile? It's covered by an electric scooter waiting for you at the nearest corner. You didn't have to think about a thing, it's all been sorted for you. This is what smart mobility is all about. It's not just about getting from point A to point B anymore. It's about making that journey smoother, smarter, and more sustainable for everyone. Whether it's reducing traffic jams, cutting down on air pollution, or simply saving time, smart mobility makes life a whole lot easier. In a smart city, everything moves in harmony. Cars, buses, bikes, even pedestrians, they all work together like the gears of a well-oiled machine. And the best part, it all feels effortless. You're not stuck in traffic. You're not worrying about missing your bus. The city has your back, aligning all the pieces to make sure you get where you need to go on time, and with a little extra time for those coffee breaks or catching up on the latest cat videos online. So when we talk about smart mobility, it's more than just the future of cars. It's the future of how we move through cities, how we save time, and how we make the world a little greener, a little safer, and a lot more convenient for everyone. It might sound like science fiction, but smart mobility isn't some far-off fantasy. Many of these innovations are already up and running, quietly reshaping the cities we live in. From self-driving taxis to AI-powered buses, the future isn't just on its way, it's already arrived. For where are we already seeing this in action? Now, if you think all of this is just a future daydream cooked up in a Silicon Valley garage, think again. These systems are rolling out today, all around the world. In Phoenix, USA, self-driving taxis are already picking up and dropping off real passengers. These cars don't need a human driver, so there's no small talk, no road rage, and no stress. Riders describe the trips as smooth, almost like floating in silence. And since the cars optimize every turn and stop, your ride is usually faster than you'd expect. Beijing and Shenzhen, China, autonomous buses are quietly cruising busy streets. Packed with AI brains, LiDAR sensors, and high-resolution cameras, they adjust speed and path in real time, cutting traffic jams and lowering city pollution. Riders swipe their cards, step on, and the bus does the rest. It's like public transport but on autopilot. Hamburg and Helsinki, Europe. In these smart cities, short-distance shuttles shuttle. See what I did there? Self-driving minibuses carry people from train stations to business parks or shopping centers. They run on electric power, so they're quiet and emission-free, perfect for narrow streets and green initiatives. Global delivery robots, Amazon and other e-commerce giants have unleashed sidewalk delivery robots. About the size of a rolling suitcase, they buzz along sidewalks, avoiding pedestrians and pets. Your package arrives at your front door while you sip your morning coffee. No van, no driver, just a little box on wheels doing the last mile dance. Airports worldwide. Forget trudging from gate to gate. Autonomous trams and electric shuttles are doing the heavy lifting. They zip passengers across sprawling terminals, follow exact schedules, and never need a coffee break. Even dragging a suitcase feels futuristic when your ride never stops for a snack. From the desert heat of Phoenix to the neon streets of Shenzhen and the cobblestone lanes of Europe, smart mobility is already here, quietly transforming how we move every day. And trust me, this is just the beginning. The next time you step outside, keep an eye out. You might just catch the future rolling right by. But with every breakthrough comes a new set of questions. As these technologies reshape our streets, it's only fair to ask, how safe are they really? Let's take a closer look at the concerns, the realities, and what happens when the what-ifs demand real answers. Safety, fears, and what-ifs. What happens when things don't go as planned? Alright, all of this sounds amazing, but what happens when things don't go as planned? Okay, let's talk about concerns. Because when people hear driverless car, they either get super excited or start picturing scenes from science fiction movies where machines take over the world. But here's the real story. Safety is actually one of the biggest reasons we need autonomous vehicles. Humans versus machines, human flaws. We get tired, distracted, even emotional. We check our phones, juggle coffee cups, and somehow think we can parallel park like professional stunt drivers. Machine strengths. Autonomous vehicles doesn't blink, doesn't yawn, and never reaches for a burger mid-drive. Its sensors constantly scan every inch around the car, day or night, rain or shine. Lives saved. Studies estimate self-driving cars could cut traffic fatalities by over 90%. That's not just a statistic, it's tens of thousands fewer families grieving each year. Real-world tests. In controlled trials, autonomous vehicles have shown remarkable safety records, with far fewer incidents than regular cars. Building trust, testing, and data. Every autonomous vehicle logs millions of miles in simulations and real roads day after day, year after year, learning from each scenario. Regulation and standards. Governments worldwide are creating strict safety rules and certification processes. Think of it like crash tests for robots. Transparency. Companies publish safety reports and engage third-party auditors so we know exactly how these systems perform. Managing what-ifs, system failures. Yes, software can glitch, and sensors can get dirty or iced over in extreme weather. Backup controls. Most autonomous platforms have redundant hardware, multiple sensors, computers, and power systems, so if one part fails, another takes over instantly. Remote monitoring. Control centers watch fleets in real time. If something goes wrong, they can intervene, guide the vehicle, or even bring it to a safe stop. So next time you see a driverless car roll by, don't panic. It's not a robot uprising. It's a life-saving technology designed to get you home safely, ease congestion, and free you from the stress of driving. Safety isn't just a feature, it's the foundation. built into every line of code, every mile tested, and every regulation crafted. But the story doesn't stop at safer roads. Autonomous vehicles aren't just redefining how we drive, they're poised to reshape where we live. What happens when we redesign our cities around this new kind of mobility? Let's take a glimpse at the future they're helping to create. 6 Future of cities and mobility. Picture this: a city where the streets are alive, not with traffic jams, but with energy. A place built not just for people, but for trees, animals, birds, pets. A shared world where every life can thrive together. Where technology fades into the background and life moves faster, cleaner, and smarter. No more giant parking lots hogging all the space. No more endless garages stacked like concrete mountains. Instead, shared autonomous cars drop you off right at the entrance, then drive themselves to pick up the next person. And the streets? They're smarter too. Traffic lights that talk to cars, adjusting in real time. Crosswalks that light up when people approach. Roads that warn vehicles when there's ice, heavy rain, or construction ahead. Power everywhere you go. Charging your car? Easy. There are charging stations on every corner. At work, at the mall, even at your favorite coffee shop. Plug in, sip your latte, answer a few messages, and boom, your ride is fully charged and ready to roll. Smart lanes, sky lanes, and floating rides. Bike lanes aren't just painted lines anymore, they're smart. When a cyclist is coming, the traffic signals automatically adjust to keep them safe and moving smoothly. Need something delivered fast? Drones will fly across special sky lanes, dropping off your lunch, your shopping, or even your keys you forgot at home. And if you live near the water, get ready for floating taxis, yes, electric boats that you call with an app, just like an Uber on the river. A cleaner, happier, healthier city. It's not just about tech toys and faster deliveries. It's about making cities more beautiful, breathable, and livable. Less noise. Imagine walking down a busy street and actually being able to hear birds chirping instead of car engines roaring. Autonomous electric vehicles glide silently, reducing noise pollution and giving your ears a much-needed break. Less pollution, with fewer gas-guzzling vehicles on the road. Cleaner air becomes the new norm. It's like hitting the refresh button for our lungs and the planet. One ride at a time. More parks, gardens, and outdoor cafes. Less road congestion means more room for green spaces. Picture sidewalk cafes surrounded by lush greenery, where you can sip your coffee while breathing in fresher air. More room for people to walk, ride, and connect. When cars drive themselves, there's less need for endless parking lots and traffic lanes. That space can be reclaimed for bike paths, pedestrian walkways, and open plazas where people can gather, relax, and enjoy the city vibe. Because the future isn't just smarter, it's greener, kinder, and designed for all life. People, pets, birds, and trees, not traffic jams. So next time you're stuck honking in traffic, just remember a better city is already on the horizon, and it's being built for you. But as streets get smarter and vehicles more autonomous, there's more than concrete and code at play. This shift is also rewriting the rules of work, wealth, and who gets ahead. The mobility revolution isn't just transforming cities, it's transforming livelihoods. So who really benefits? Who gets left behind? And as the systems get smarter, the stakes get higher. 7. Okay, who wins? Who loses? Jobs and the new mobility economy. Now, let's talk about something huge. The future of money, business, and the jobs we haven't even dreamed of yet. Sure, some old jobs will fade away. Fewer delivery drivers, fewer taxi operators. But just like every big leap forward, new opportunities are already taking their place. We're talking about technicians building smart vehicles, engineers programming city traffic to flow like music, designers dreaming up sleek new ways to travel across land, air, and sea. And it's not just giant tech companies cashing in. Entrepreneurs are jumping in too, launching startups for lightning-fast charging stations, inventing apps that make autonomous rides smoother, even creating smart helmets that can talk to your bike. A whole new economy is rolling out, powered by innovation, creativity, and ambition. New industries, new businesses, new heroes. A new economy is rising, fueled by coders, creators, and visionaries building the future of mobility. But while opportunity surges ahead, another question quietly follows: who's keeping it all in check? When machines drive, algorithms decide, and data flows constantly, who's in control? Who's watching the watchers? As we hand over more power to technology, it's time to talk about the rules, the rights, and the real responsibilities that come with it. Wait, who's in charge of all this tech? Legal, ethical, and privacy questions. Alright, here's where things get really interesting. Because with great technology comes great responsibility. Let's say a self-driving car crashes. Who's responsible? The car? The company that made it? The person who wrote the code? It's not a simple answer, and the law is scrambling to catch up. And that's just the beginning. Autonomous vehicles collect mountains of data. Where you go, when you go, what coffee shop you love, what time you usually hit the gym. Sure, it can make life smoother, but if that data falls into the wrong hands, yeah, not so smooth anymore. Countries like Germany and Japan are already drawing the legal lines, writing rules that say, hey, tech is great, but people's rights come first. Meanwhile, the rest of the world? Still figuring it out. And when we talk about protecting your privacy, we mean airtight protections. Like a sealed container, no leaks, no cracks, no sneaky companies slipping through. Your personal info stays locked up tight where it belongs. If we want a future filled with smart, safe, and ethical tech, we need to get the rules right. But while some countries are still figuring that out, others? They're already building the future fast. So let's zoom out for a second. Who's actually leading the charge? And how is this tech race reshaping the world around us? So, who's winning the innovation race? Alright, buckle up, because this isn't just a trend. It's a global race, and the starting gun has already fired. From the shining towers of Dubai to the bustling streets of Seoul, everyone's diving into the future. Dubai, they're aiming for 25% of all transportation to be autonomous by 2030. Imagine stepping into a driverless cab under a desert sunset, and the car knows your favorite cafe before you even sit down. South Korea? They've already got smart buses and delivery robots cruising around, weaving through the city like it's a sci-fi movie. Meanwhile, in Europe, cities like Paris and Berlin aren't sitting still. They're building shared AV networks. Imagine hopping from a bullet train straight into an autonomous pod waiting just for you. And get this, it's not just high-tech cities leading the charge. Developing countries are jumping ahead too. Because when you don't have miles of old tech to tear out, you can start fresh. And sometimes leapfrog right over the rest. But here's the real kicker. It's not just about who wins the race. It's about how we run it together. Collaboration matters as much as competition. Sharing knowledge, sharing safety standards, sharing the dream of safer, cleaner, smarter cities. The innovation race is on, and the world is moving fast. But beyond the numbers, beyond the headlines, this isn't just about who gets there first. It's about what that future means for all of us. Because when the dust settles and the tech is built, the real question becomes, what kind of world are we creating next? Finally, so what happens next? So what comes next? Maybe next week you'll step into a car that drives itself. Maybe next month, a quiet little robot will deliver your groceries, your dinner, your dreams. Maybe your city, your neighborhood will become part of the new world that's already waking up. But this story, it's not just about cars. It's about something much bigger. It's about freedom. For the elderly who want to visit family without fear. For the students who dream of a safer journey to school. For the busy worker who just needs a little more time to breathe. It's about streets built for laughter. Cities built not just for people, but for trees, pets, birds, and every life that shares our future. A world where no one gets left behind. We're standing at the edge of a new beginning. Not just smarter cities, but kinder ones. Not just faster roads, but safer journeys. A future that flows for people, pets, nature, and everything in between. If this future stirs something inside you, If you believe even a little bit that we can build a better tomorrow, then join us. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us. Would you trust a world where machines carry our hopes across every street and sky, or would you help shape it? My name is Mr. Tharsten Chandrasorian, and this is Technomate, where today's dreams become tomorrow's reality. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and I'll see you in the future.